Hey y'all, hey, Carlotta Berry. Y'all, I made a video while I was out getting my exercise in, and a call came through, so I abruptly stopped it, and I said I would be back. And I just came back. I'm trying to be consistent and follow through with what I start. And I know I'm looking a little wild, but that's okay. I just wanted to hop back on and share with you all. I was just talking to a girlfriend of mine. I'm going to go visit her soon. She lives out in Washington, D.C., and we grew up together. Actually, we went to high school together, and we ran cross country together. And so we were just touching base, going over some of the hot spots in Washington, D.C., and then we're going to drive up to New York and all that good stuff. So we were just talking and laughing, and I called her by her nickname. And she was like, stop calling me that. And I'll go ahead and tell you guys, I call her Granny. And she was like, stop calling me that. Don't call me that. And I was like, oh my gosh, I slipped up. I didn't mean to call you that name. And I said, well, you answered to it. I said, girl, everybody called you Granny. And she said, no, Carlotta, you called me Granny. You started that. And I was like, did I? Did I start that? She was like, yeah, you started that. And I think it's because, we ran cross country together. And when she would run up the hill, she would kind of bend over the way she ran. And I think I said she ran like a grandma. I don't know. But she said I started it. And I just thought that was so funny because I don't recall, giving her that name. But I laugh because it does sound like something I would do. And another thing that is so funny is another friend of mine that I went to elementary school with, we were in the 5th grade together. And she said to me, Carlotta, do you remember that time you snuck out of class and you went to the candy store and brought some candy and came back? And I'm like, no, I don't remember that. And she's like, yeah, you literally left school in the 5th grade, went next door, either down the street, and you went and bought some candy and came back. And she said, that was just so bold of you. I'm like, I did that? Now, y'all, I don't remember doing that, but I could see myself doing it. I could see myself doing it. And I just thought it was just so funny because although we have grown, we are more wise, we don't do the things that we did as a kid, but there is just something about the way we are made up, our propensity to do things, our personality, it just doesn't change. And y'all, to this day, I can be a little mischievous. I could be a little mischievous. I could be a little crazy. I could be a little quirky, all of that stuff. And I've always had a good heart. I've always been kind and loving, but I would crack on you in a minute. And I probably did some pretty crazy things. And part of it is because I was raised in a strict home. My mom was really strict. And so that was probably me rebelling, I guess. But anyway, I just thought it was so funny. I thought it was so funny. Now, the video I made prior to this, I was actually getting my exercise in and I'm showing up, being consistent. And I'm trusting that when I show up and I'm being consistent, it's encouraging at least one, hopefully a handful, and soon hundreds and hundreds and then thousands will come across my videos and say, that girl does not give up. That lady just keeps going. Even though I don't have, the viewership that I wish I'd have, and I don't have all the subscribers, I have to just admit and say that I totally enjoy knowing that there is someone on the other end that will run across this video. I will make them smile. I will make you do something that you really love and that you enjoy. And by me showing up on a consistent basis, it will help you to do the same. And so I just came back on to finish up the video. I'm getting ready to go ahead and prepare for bed. Another goal of mine is to get to bed pretty early so I can have my downtime to read, to study, and then get some sleep. And so I just wanted to hop back on to say, keep going, be consistent, and also to know that as we have all, many of us have we're now in adulthood. We're grown now. We're handling our business. We're being responsible. Just know that God created each and every last one of us uniquely, and we all have our own genuine, authentic, unique thumbprint, and that is ours, and we need to be proud of it. You know, be proud of your quirks, your personalities, the way you're bent. Don't try to be anything or anyone else for anybody else. You know, embrace all of who you are. Embrace your personality. And I tell you what, talking to my friend that I guess she said that I named her Granny, all those years ago, although I don't remember it, I definitely can believe it, because that was just the person that I was and that I still am. Always full of light and joy and just loving to have a good time in an innocent way. And even been bold, sneaking out of the store or out of my classroom in the 5th grade to go to the candy store and come back. I don't even remember that. But that was just shared with me last weekend from a girlfriend of mine who we went to school together in the 5th grade. And so I just got a kick out of that. And that reminds me that I can still be bold. I can still be daring. And I can still have joy and have fun, even at my age that I am now, approaching 60 years of age in just a few more weeks. And so I'm going to embrace these last days of being in this 50th decade of my life, because I won't be able to go back to it. And what I'm going to do to celebrate is to continue to keep the promises I made to myself, to be consistent, to be a woman of my word, to show up for you, to show up for myself, and to always strive to be a light out in the world. Because, this world, it can tend to be pretty dark, as we all know. But if we continue each and every day to be a light, then, we're doing something right out in the world. So anyway, I thank you guys for listening. I thank you for staying until the end. And I really want you to know how grateful that I am that you are subscribing to my channel. And if you have not yet subscribed, I'm going to ask you right now, if I bring you joy, if I make you smile, go ahead and like my videos and subscribe to my channel, and come along with me and just strive to be consistent and to reach your goals and to be your best self. So I'm going to go ahead and post this video. And I think I'll post the video that I made about an hour ago when I was getting my exercise in, even though my girlfriend called in and interrupted the video. I'm going to go ahead and post it anyway, and then I'll post this one as well. Alrighty, y'all. Always know that God is real. He loves you. He's rooting on each and every last one of us to win, and embrace all of yourself, your quirks, the way you're bent, your personality. Just know that you were uniquely made. You were fearfully and wonderfully made. And you were created on purpose, with purpose. Okay? All right. Until next time, I'll see you later. Bye, y'all. See you later. Have peace. Bye-bye.